Hello and welcome to Good Night Sleep Stories. Take a slow, deep breath in, and let it out gently, feeling the weight of the day begin to ease away from your shoulders. With every exhale, allow your muscles to soften, your heart to slow, and your mind to drift lightly, like a feather carried upon a quiet breeze. The rain outside begins to fall softly, a gentle rhythm that brushes against leaves, whispers across rooftops, and taps a calming melody on the forest floor. Tonight, you are invited to wander with Hansel and Gretel, to step quietly into the soft embrace of the rainy forest, and to let each drop of rain guide you toward serenity. Imagine standing at the edge of a small, familiar village, where the streets glisten under the gentle fall of rain. The sky has turned a soft, dusky gray, and mist curls along the rooftops, weaving between chimneys and slowly sliding down toward the cobblestone paths below. Each puddle reflects the muted glow of lanterns, which flicker in the distance like tiny, watchful stars. The air is rich with the scent of damp earth and the subtle sweetness of the first wet leaves, carrying with it the promise of calm and rest. You notice how the rhythm of raindrops seems to synchronize with your own heartbeat, softening each pulse into something steady, slow, and soothing. In the distance, you see Hansel and Gretel, small figures stepping carefully along the wet path. Their cloaks cling gently with moisture, each movement deliberate and calm. The forest ahead stretches outward, dark but inviting, full of shadows that seem to sway and breathe with the rhythm of the rain. Trees lean gracefully toward one another, their leaves sparkling with moisture, forming a delicate canopy that shelters the forest floor in dappled light. The siblings pause, raising their faces to feel the rain on their cheeks, and you can almost feel the same delicate droplets settling lightly against your own skin, carrying with them the softness of a world that moves slowly, carefully, and kindly. As you follow along, your steps become lighter, more effortless, as though the forest itself is cradling you. Each puddle you pass mirrors the sky above, creating tiny pools of lavender and silver, reflecting clouds that drift lazily across the horizon. The air is cool, gentle, and imbued with a soft fragrance, rain-kissed moss, wet bark, and the distant sweetness of wildflowers that peek through the undergrowth. Every sound is softened by the mist, the muted patter of raindrops on leaves, the distant rustle of small creatures finding shelter, the faint sigh of wind weaving through the branches. You feel as though you are wrapped in a blanket of calm, each moment stretching gently into the next, unhurried, untroubled, and safe. Hansel pauses to kick at a small puddle, sending ripples across its mirrored surface. Gretel laughs quietly, a sound so soft it blends seamlessly with the rain, like the gentle ringing of a distant bell. You feel a smile spread across your own face as you imagine it, the sound of laughter mingling with the patter of rain, soft and soothing, wrapping around your thoughts like a warm, comforting shawl. The siblings step together now, synchronized in their movements, moving with careful awareness of each wet stone and each soft puddle, their journey becoming a gentle meditation in motion. As the forest thickens, the canopy above grows wider, the leaves more vibrant in the muted light. Each branch is coated in a thin layer of rain, the droplets glistening like tiny crystals, refracting the gray-blue glow of the sky above. Every tree trunk is smooth with moisture, darkened to a rich, comforting brown, and moss clings softly to the bark, its texture gentle and almost velvety. The forest floor beneath your feet is cool, cushioned with fallen leaves and soft moss, each step muffled into a whisper, a gentle echo of your own breathing. The rain continues, not harsh or insistent, but tender, encouraging stillness, patience, and deep, serene attention to the world around you. A small stream appears to your left, trickling quietly over rounded stones, its waters swollen slightly by the rain. The surface ripples in subtle patterns as droplets strike, creating a soft, hypnotic rhythm that blends perfectly with the rain falling on leaves and the distant sway of branches. Hansel kneels at the edge, watching the water move, his reflection trembling gently on the liquid surface. Gretel sits nearby, her hand trailing lightly along the bank, feeling the cool flow of water slip through her fingers. And as you watch, you sense your own breath beginning to mirror the quiet flow, deepening with a slow, easy rhythm, in time with the gentle movements of the forest. The air is filled with faint, sweet aromas, wet pine, the delicate scent of blossoms weighted with rain, and the earthy perfume of damp soil. Each inhalation carries calmness, each exhalation lets go a little more tension, until your body feels lighter, more at ease, as though you are breathing in the rain itself. Tiny creatures peek from under ferns and low branches, frogs croaking softly, insects skimming across puddles, birds ruffling their damp feathers. Everything moves slowly, with purpose, but without urgency, and you notice that even your mind begins to adopt this pace, thoughts floating gently by without insistence, soft and dreamlike. The siblings continue their journey, following a narrow path lined with silver-barked birches that sway gently in the rain-laden breeze. The soft glow of fireflies begins to appear, hovering like tiny lanterns among the branches and near puddles, guiding the way without haste, without demand. The rain becomes a lullaby, a soft and rhythmic accompaniment, each drop a note in a song that encourages relaxation, quiet attention, and gentle anticipation. You find yourself slowing even more, letting your shoulders drop, your limbs become heavy and warm, your mind drifting between observation and soft imagination. Hansel and Gretel pause beneath a particularly large oak, its branches reaching outward as if to shelter them. Rain cascades from the leaves above in gentle streams, forming tiny rivers that snake across the forest floor. The siblings shake the water from their cloaks and continue, stepping carefully over roots and slick stones, each movement mindful and calm. And in your mind's eye, you follow them, feeling the rhythmic cadence of each step, each drop of rain, each quiet sound around you, all blending into a symphony of serenity. As evening deepens, the forest becomes darker, but never frightening. The mist thickens slightly, diffusing the glow of the fireflies and lanterns, softening shadows, and adding a layer of dreamlike magic to the surroundings. Hansel reaches for Gretel's hand, and she squeezes his gently, a small reassurance that all is well, that the journey is safe, and that the forest, with its gentle rain and soft sounds, is a place to rest, even while moving. You feel that same reassurance, a deep comfort spreading through your chest, allowing your eyelids to grow heavier, your thoughts quieter, your entire body more at ease. And now, as you continue your journey with Hansel and Gretel through the rainy forest, notice how the world itself seems to slow, each sound and movement a tender guide toward relaxation. The soft drip of rain, the gentle rustle of leaves, the quiet footsteps along the muddy path, all become a slow, meditative rhythm. With every breath, every heartbeat, you drift more deeply into calm, your body sinking into warmth, your mind floating gently like a leaf on the water, and your heart wrapped in a sense of safe, serene wonder. The rain continues to fall softly, the siblings walking ahead with quiet curiosity, and you allow yourself to sink fully into the rhythm of this rainy evening. Each drop carries away tension, each sound guides you gently towards stillness, each breath becomes a reminder that you are safe, calm, and fully supported. Let your mind drift with the forest, let your body release all heaviness, and let the soft, flowing cadence of this rainy evening carry you further into rest. And so, as Hansel and Gretel move slowly and peacefully along the path, the forest embraces you too. The rain, the mist, the glimmering fireflies, and the gentle whispers of the trees surround you in a cocoon of calm. You feel a deep sense of peace, a quiet happiness, and the soft anticipation of dreams to come. The rainy evening holds you, the forest guides you, and you are ready to continue this gentle journey, deeper, calmer, and ever more serene. Take one final, deep breath in, and let it out slowly, feeling the comfort of the rainy forest, the warmth of safety, and the lullaby of the soft, endless rain. Good night, and may your dreams carry you gently forward with Hansel and Gretel. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you let it out, feel your body soften even further, letting the last traces of the day's energy melt away. The rain has slowed to a gentle drizzle now, each drop falling like a tender lullaby upon the leaves above. You find yourself at the edge of the forest, where shadows stretch long and soft under the twilight sky. The trees stand tall, welcoming, their branches heavy with droplets that glimmer faintly like scattered crystals. The air is cool, slightly fragrant with the scent of wet earth and the quiet perfume of moss and fallen leaves, carrying a sense of peace that wraps gently around you. With careful, quiet steps, you follow Hansel and Gretel as they move along a narrow path, the cobblestones of the village giving way to soft, damp earth. The forest floor is a patchwork of rich soil, scattered leaves, and tiny pools of rainwater reflecting the dusky sky above. Each step you take is cushioned by the moss and the softness of fallen pine needles, muffling your movements, and allowing you to move slowly, deliberately, with calm awareness. The sounds of the village fade behind you, replaced by the gentle whisper of leaves and the soft patter of rain upon branches. The forest welcomes you with a quiet rhythm. Every tree seems to lean slightly inward, forming a gentle canopy that shelters the path ahead. Their bark glistens softly with moisture, dark and smooth, patterned with lines and knots that speak of many seasons passing in calm serenity. The leaves sway slowly, each movement accompanied by a delicate drip of water, as though the forest itself is breathing, alive but restful, inviting you to step further into its embrace. The mist rises slightly from the earth, curling around the tree trunks and wrapping the forest in a soft, dreamlike haze. Hansel glances behind him at Gretel, giving her a small, reassuring smile. She returns it with a quiet nod, and together they take careful, deliberate steps along the winding path. The rhythm of their footsteps seems to blend with your own, steady and calm, grounding you in the gentle pace of the journey. You notice how the air feels fresher here, cooler and tinged with the subtle, earthy scent of wet soil and ferns, a fragrance that seems to whisper softly, encouraging your body to relax, your mind to quiet, and your thoughts to drift lightly like clouds across a wide, open sky. A small brook comes into view, its waters swollen slightly by the rain, flowing quietly over smooth stones. The surface ripples with gentle patterns as each drop of rain disturbs the water for a fleeting moment, creating a soft, rhythmic music that blends with the distant rustle of the forest. Hansel kneels at the bank, running his fingers through the cool, clear water, and Gretel follows, letting her hand glide along the edge. You imagine doing the same, feeling the water slip through your fingers, cool and calm, carrying away tension and worries, leaving only a serene stillness behind. As you continue, the forest thickens, but not in a way that feels dark or frightening. The trees form natural arches, their branches intertwined like welcoming arms, guiding the path ahead with a gentle curve. Ferns and small shrubs sway softly in the breeze, each leaf coated with a fine layer of rain, sparkling faintly in the muted light. Occasionally, a small bird flutters quietly from branch to branch, its soft chirp blending seamlessly with the patter of rain, adding a delicate harmony to the forest's gentle symphony. The path curves around a bend, and you notice tiny mushrooms glowing faintly at the base of a large oak, their caps shimmering with the moisture of the evening. Their presence feels like a small, magical pause in the journey, a reminder of the quiet wonders hidden in every corner of this rainy forest. Hansel and Gretel slow down to observe, pointing out the little details to each other with soft whispers, and you too find yourself noticing, taking in the delicate intricacies of the world around you, letting each detail become a calming focus for your attention, a meditation of gentle observation. The deeper you step into the forest, the softer the sounds become. The rain seems to melt into a quiet rhythm, a gentle drumming on the canopy above that soothes like a familiar lullaby. Occasionally, the wind stirs the branches, creating a faint, rustling melody, as though the forest is speaking to you in a language older than words, a language of stillness, patience, and care. Every breath you take is in harmony with the environment, cool and refreshing, carrying the scents of wet moss, pine, and distant blossoms that emerge softly from the undergrowth. A fallen log crosses the path, moss-covered and smooth from the rain. Hansel steps carefully over it, and Gretel follows, balancing lightly, their movements slow and mindful. You imagine yourself stepping over the log alongside them, feeling the texture of moss under your fingertips, the cool, damp air brushing softly against your skin. Each movement, each sensation, encourages a sense of groundedness, a soft connection to the forest, and a gentle slowing of your thoughts, as though the forest itself is teaching you the rhythm of calm, deliberate presence. Further along, the path widens slightly, opening to a small clearing. The rain here has softened to tiny droplets, barely disturbing the surface of a shallow pond that mirrors the sky above. The clouds hang low and muted, tinged with lavender and deep gray, reflecting softly in the still water. Hansel and Gretel pause here, looking around with quiet wonder, their breaths calm, their movements unhurried. You take a moment as well, letting the serenity of the clearing fill you, noticing how the light and reflections, the gentle sway of the branches, and the soft trickle of water create a perfect space for deep relaxation. The forest seems to respond to the slowing of your own breath. Every sound softens, the rustle of leaves, the faint gurgle of water in the stream, the distant hum of insects beginning their evening routines. The path ahead curves gently around the pond, leading back under the tall trees, whose branches form a comforting, enclosing arch. You feel a subtle shift within yourself, a calmness spreading from your shoulders down through your arms, through your legs, into your very toes, until every part of your body feels supported, heavy in a pleasant, relaxing way. As Hansel and Gretel resume their steps, you follow without hurry, allowing the soft rhythm of the forest to guide you. The rain continues its gentle fall, now barely more than a whisper against the leaves, each drop a tiny reminder to breathe slowly, to feel safely held by the world around you, and to let go of any lingering tension. Your mind drifts lightly, observing the soft glow of fireflies beginning to emerge, their tiny lights flickering gently through the misty evening air, adding a quiet sense of wonder and magic to the scene. The siblings walk hand in hand now, moving with calm assurance along the forest path. The branches above seem to sway in harmony with their steps, creating small pockets of stillness, areas where light and shadow mingle, where rain and mist settle into a soft, tactile presence. You feel your body and mind following the same rhythm, each step, each breath, each soft sound around you merging into one continuous flow of serenity. The forest, the rain, and the gentle journey of Hansel and Gretel guide you deeper into relaxation, until all that remains is a sense of quiet, safe presence, a feeling of calm enveloping every part of you. And now, as you continue walking through the rainy forest, notice the subtle details around you, the soft hum of the earth beneath your feet, the gentle sway of leaves, the occasional shimmer of a raindrop catching the last light of dusk. Every element is part of the slow, deliberate unfolding of this evening, and every step you take allows yourself to sink a little deeper into peace. You are held, you are safe, and you are ready to drift further into the serenity of this rainy, gentle forest. Take one final, deep breath in, and let it out slowly, letting the forest's calm embrace settle over you completely. Feel the soft rhythm of rain, the whisper of the trees, and the gentle footsteps of Hansel and Gretel guiding you ever deeper into rest. Good night, and may your dreams carry you gently along the winding paths of the forest. Take a deep, slow breath in, and let it out gently, allowing your body to sink ever deeper into comfort. With each exhale, feel your muscles relax, your shoulders release their tension, and your mind grow quieter, softer, as though it is floating gently above a calm, still lake. You find yourself following Hansel and Gretel a little further into the forest, where the trees seem to lean closer together, forming a protective canopy above, their branches swaying lightly with the rhythm of the evening breeze. The rain has softened to tiny, tender drops, falling in a soft, melodic patter, each one a delicate note in the lullaby of the forest. The path here is lined with ancient trees, their trunks wide and sturdy, covered with moss that feels soft even from a distance. Each tree seems to carry the memory of many seasons, of countless days and nights, and as you walk among them, you sense their quiet presence, like guardians watching over the forest and all who wander within it. Shadows stretch and mingle beneath the branches, soft and slow-moving, shifting gently with the sway of leaves above. These shadows are not dark or threatening, rather, they feel like a comforting blanket, a tender cloak that wraps around you, encouraging your body and mind to relax completely. Hansel pauses occasionally, looking around with quiet curiosity, his footsteps careful and deliberate. Gretel follows closely, her gaze tracing the delicate patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. You move with them, your pace slow and steady, each step cushioned by the soft earth and the gentle layer of fallen leaves. The air is fragrant here, carrying the subtle sense of damp wood, wet moss, and the faint sweetness of hidden flowers, all blending together into a calm, soothing perfume that fills your lungs with every breath. A gentle stream runs nearby, its waters trickling over smooth stones in a soft, endless murmur. Occasionally, a small ripple disturbs the surface, sending tiny waves outward that glimmer in the dim light of dusk. Hansel kneels to touch the water, letting it slide coolly through his fingers, while Gretel crouches beside him, watching the subtle play of reflections. You imagine doing the same, feeling the water's gentle touch, its quiet movement washing away any lingering thoughts or worries, leaving only a deep, serene calm in its place. As you continue along the path, the trees grow taller and closer together, their branches forming intricate arches overhead. Light filters softly through the leaves, creating dappled patterns on the forest floor that shift slowly with the movement of the trees. Shadows dance gently across your vision, not in a hurried or startling way, but like the slow, deliberate motion of waves on a quiet sea. Every step, every breath, seems to synchronize with the rhythm of the forest, a steady, unhurried cadence that draws you deeper into relaxation and the gentle flow of this peaceful journey. Occasionally, a soft rustle catches your attention, a small animal moving quietly among the underbrush, a bird settling into a hidden nest, or a falling leaf drifting lazily through the air. Each of these movements is subtle and tender, blending seamlessly into the overall calm of the forest, adding delicate layers to the gentle symphony of evening sounds. Hansel and Gretel move with quiet attentiveness, pausing now and then to observe, to notice the small wonders hidden in this rainy forest. You follow their example, allowing your senses to open, to drink in the textures, sounds, and scents, all while your body and mind remain wrapped in comfort. The path curves slightly, leading to a small glade where the rain has pooled in shallow, mirror-like puddles. Each puddle reflects the muted sky above, clouds tinged with lavender and silver, and the gentle silhouettes of the surrounding trees. Hansel steps lightly across the puddles, careful not to disturb the water too much, while Gretel follows, her movements deliberate and unhurried. You imagine your own steps here, feeling the soft give of the earth beneath your feet, the cool moisture brushing gently against your shoes, and letting yourself become fully immersed in this slow, serene moment. Above, the trees sway softly with a gentle breeze, their leaves whispering quietly as if sharing secrets only the forest itself can understand. The shadows shift with the slightest movement, stretching long and slender across the ground, and curling softly around the trunks of the trees. You notice the subtle play of light and shade, how it seems to dance gently in harmony with the rhythm of your breath, each inhalation and exhalation syncing with the slow, tender motion of the branches. Every element of this forest feels alive yet restful, a quiet companion on your journey through this rainy, whispering place. The siblings pause at the edge of a small, moss-covered stone bridge spanning a narrow brook. Hansel steps forward first, pressing his hand against the cool stone railing, and Gretel follows, her fingers brushing the moss as she moves. You imagine standing there beside them, feeling the solid, reassuring texture of the stone beneath your hands, the cool, damp air swirling softly around you. The water below murmurs its steady, soothing song, flowing calmly over rounded stones, each ripple creating a tiny, mesmerizing pattern that lulls your mind further into ease. As you cross the bridge, the trees seem to lean closer still, forming a gentle tunnel above the path, a natural archway of leaves and branches. Light filters through in soft, muted streaks, casting gentle patterns that shift slowly as the trees sway. The shadows move with them, stretching and curling across the earth in a continuous, flowing motion that feels like a delicate dance choreographed by the forest itself. You step slowly, deliberately, letting each movement become a meditation, a rhythm of peace that settles your mind and body ever deeper into relaxation. Small patches of mist begin to rise from the ground, curling around the tree trunks and drifting along the path like soft, gray clouds. The mist diffuses the light, creating a dreamy, otherworldly quality in the forest, and each step you take feels like a quiet glide through this gentle haze. Hansel and Gretel move forward with calm assurance, hand in hand, their movements steady and deliberate. You match their pace, allowing the mist to settle softly around you, embracing the cool, damp air as a soothing blanket that calms every muscle, every thought, every heartbeat. Occasionally, the faintest glimmer of a firefly appears, its tiny light flickering softly in the misty air. Each flicker is like a delicate star, hovering just above the path, and you notice how the gentle illumination reflects in the raindrops clinging to leaves and branches. The combined effect is magical yet peaceful, enchanting yet restful, a quiet light to guide you as you continue to move through this serene, rainy forest. You feel a sense of wonder, not a stirring or excitement, but a soft, calm appreciation for the quiet beauty surrounding you. As the forest continues to unfold around you, you notice the subtle layering of sounds, the soft patter of rain above, the distant trickle of the brook, the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the faint hum of life in the shadows. Each sound blends seamlessly with the others, creating a continuous, calming symphony that seems to lull your mind and body further into a state of tranquility. You breathe in time with this rhythm, your chest rising and falling slowly, comfortably, as if your own breath has become part of the forest's gentle song. Hansel and Gretel move along the path toward a small clearing where the shadows are softest, the light most gentle. You follow, feeling the forest's embrace growing warmer and more protective with each step. Every leaf, every tree, every shifting shadow seems designed to calm and comfort, guiding you deeper into serenity, as if the forest itself were whispering, "You are safe, you are held, you may relax completely." And now, as the journey continues, take one more slow, deep breath, and let it out fully, feeling the gentle rhythm of the forest seep into every part of your being. The soft sway of branches, the whispering leaves, the tender shadows stretching along the path, all of it guides you into a quiet, serene space where your mind can rest and your body can surrender to comfort. The trees, The rain, and the slow footsteps of Hansel and Gretel carry you gently onward, into the calming heart of this rainy, whispering forest. Good night, and may the shadows and whispers of the trees cradle you softly, carrying you peacefully into dreams. Take a deep, slow breath in, and let it out gently, letting your shoulders soften, your mind quiet, and your body sink a little deeper into comfort. You find yourself stepping further along the forest path, following Hansel and Gretel as they move with quiet curiosity, their steps careful and deliberate on the soft, damp earth. The rain has lightened, leaving behind tiny puddles scattered across the trail, each one shimmering like a small mirror in the muted glow of evening. You pause for a moment, noticing how the puddles reflect the world above them, the delicate canopy of leaves, the pale silver light of the sky, and the slow, gentle movement of the branches swaying in the soft breeze. With each puddle you pass, you feel a sense of calm settle more deeply around you. Some puddles are wide and shallow, perfect mirrors capturing the silhouettes of the surrounding trees, while others are small and playful, rippling slightly as the raindrops continue to fall from the lingering clouds above. You watch closely as Hansel crouches down to touch the water, his fingers tracing circles that send ripples gently outward, distorting the reflection in the most serene and mesmerizing way. Gretel kneels beside him, her gaze soft, captivated by the tiny disturbances on the surface, and for a moment, the world seems suspended in this quiet, reflected dance of water and light. Tiny creatures begin to reveal themselves along the path and in the puddles. A small snail glides slowly across a damp leaf, leaving a silvery trail behind, its movements deliberate and unhurried. A family of ants navigates carefully around the edges of a puddle, carrying drops of water as though tending to a hidden treasure. Each of these little beings moves with a gentle rhythm, so slow and meticulous that it encourages your own body to match the same unhurried pace. Every heartbeat, every breath, begins to settle into a soft, peaceful cadence, perfectly in tune with the quiet magic of this rainy forest. As you continue along the path, your eyes notice the intricate reflections in the puddles. Tiny waves distort the mirrored sky, creating patterns that shimmer softly like moving glass. You kneel down, almost without thinking, and touch the water with your fingertips. The coolness sends a gentle shiver of delight up your arm, calming your senses, reminding you of the pure simplicity of the moment. The reflections ripple and sway as the forest whispers around you, the sound of leaves brushing together, the distant drip of water from a low-hanging branch, the soft murmur of the stream that winds lazily through the underbrush. You watch as Hansel points out a small frog perched on the edge of a puddle, its skin glistening with tiny drops of rain. Gretel leans closer, her eyes wide in quiet fascination, and together they observe the gentle movements of the frog as it hops softly from one damp stone to another. You imagine joining them, feeling the earth cool beneath your knees, the slight chill of the rain lingering in the air, and letting your mind sink deeper into this gentle rhythm of nature. Every small movement of the creatures, every ripple of water, every whisper of the leaves feels like a soft lullaby, guiding your mind and body into deeper relaxation. The forest path opens slightly here, revealing a series of larger puddles that have gathered where the earth dips gently. Each puddle holds its own miniature world, reflecting branches, clouds, and tiny insects that flit above the water's surface. A dragonfly hovers lazily over one puddle, its wings glinting in the soft, fading light. You notice the subtle colors in its wings, the delicate shimmer that seems almost magical, and allow your gaze to follow it as it moves slowly and deliberately. Each movement, each flutter of wings, becomes a gentle rhythm to match your own breathing, each inhalation and exhalation syncing with the calm of the forest. The siblings pause beside a particularly large puddle, its surface perfectly still except for the occasional ripple caused by a falling drop. Hansel leans down, tracing a finger through the water, and Gretel tilts her head to admire the tiny reflections of the trees and sky above. You do the same in your imagination, feeling the cool surface under your fingertips, letting it anchor you to the present moment, allowing every worry or thought from the day to be mirrored away and dissolved in the calm, reflective water. The forest seems to hum quietly around you, a soft, gentle energy that cradles every part of your being. All around, tiny creatures continue their slow, mesmerizing movements. A snail disappears into a curled leaf, a caterpillar inches carefully along a branch, and delicate water striders glide across the puddles without a single splash. Each one moves with careful attention, with patience, with the gentlest of rhythms, and your body and mind follow along, becoming equally calm, equally deliberate, and entirely serene. The forest seems to breathe with you, each sigh of wind through the leaves matching your own quiet, slow exhale. The rain has nearly stopped now, leaving only a soft drizzle that dapples the puddles with gentle, irregular patterns. The light from the fading sky reflects in 100 tiny, scattered mirrors across the path, each puddle a portal to a quiet, hidden world. You notice the delicate interplay of color, of light, of shadow, and your mind feels as though it is floating softly across each mirrored surface, drifting with the slow, reflective dance of water and sky. Each ripple carries away any lingering tension, leaving you lighter, calmer, more peaceful with every breath. As you move deeper into the forest, you notice the quiet companionship of small creatures alongside you. Birds with damp feathers perch silently on low branches, their eyes gentle and watchful. A tiny hedgehog pads softly across the mossy ground, unhurried, each step deliberate and calming. Even the smallest sounds, the patter of its feet on the wet moss, the faint rustle of leaves under a bird's wings, become a symphony of relaxation, layering softly over the steady rhythm of your breathing, encouraging you to sink deeper into comfort. The path curves gently again, leading to a shallow, tranquil pool where the reflections are clearer than ever. The surface of the water mirrors the entire canopy above, the fading light, and the subtle hints of stars beginning to appear. You kneel beside the pool and watch as a tiny insect schemes across the surface, leaving delicate rings that expand slowly, gently fading into stillness. Every ripple seems to whisper, relax, breathe, rest, and your entire being feels softened, cradled by the gentle magic of this rainy forest. Hansel and Gretel linger here for a moment, quietly observing the world mirrored in the water. You imagine yourself beside them, feeling the cool dampness of the earth, the softness of moss beneath your knees, the calm, reflective presence of the puddles, and allowing your body to completely relax. Each breath draws you deeper into serenity, each heartbeat echoing the slow, tender rhythm of the forest around you. The tiny creatures, the rippling water, the soft murmurs of leaves, all of it combines into a lullaby meant just for you, guiding your mind into gentle, restful ease. As the siblings move forward once more, the forest continues its quiet, mesmerizing dance. Every puddle becomes a moment of reflection, every shadow a soft embrace, every movement of a tiny creature a tender reminder that the world moves slowly, deliberately, and peacefully. You follow along with calm attentiveness, letting your senses drink in the textures, colors, sounds, and subtle fragrances, all while your body and mind sink deeper into comfort and relaxation. The light begins to fade more fully now, softening the forest into gentle silhouettes. Each puddle, each small creature, each leaf and branch seems wrapped in a tranquil haze, like the world itself is preparing for rest. Hansel and Gretel move hand in hand along the path, their footsteps quiet, their hearts light, and you follow in gentle companionship, your own pace unhurried, your mind and body fully immersed in the tender rhythm of the rainy forest. And now, as you continue this serene journey, take a slow, full breath, and let it out completely, letting the reflections, the puddles, the tiny creatures, and the soft whispers of the forest settle deeply within you. Every ripple, every soft movement, every gentle shadow carries you closer to complete relaxation, cradling you in the peaceful embrace of this magical, rainy woodland. Good night, and may the quiet reflections and tender creatures of the forest guide you gently into dreams, safe, calm, and completely at peace. Take a slow, deep breath in, and let it out gently, letting your body soften, your mind grow quiet, and your thoughts drift like clouds across a calm sky. You continue along the forest path with Hansel and Gretel, feeling the comforting hush of the rain-soaked woods around you. The puddles you passed earlier ripple faintly in the faint breeze, and the soft earthy scent of wet leaves and moss lingers in the air, grounding you in the gentle, serene rhythm of the forest. As you walk, a warm glow begins to appear far ahead, delicate and flickering, moving slightly as though it dances upon the shadows. It is a lantern, suspended in the distance, swinging softly from an unseen hand or perhaps from the branch of a low-hanging tree. The golden light reaches through the dimness, inviting and gentle, like a small beacon guiding weary travelers along a safe path. You notice the contrast between the soft, silver-gray hues of the rain-washed forest and this small, comforting glow. It seems to pulse with a quiet welcome, reassuring you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. With each step, the lantern appears to grow slightly brighter, yet it never startles or rushes you. It simply exists, steady and warm, as though waiting patiently for you to arrive. Hansel and Gretel glance at it with a mixture of curiosity and quiet delight, their eyes reflecting the gentle light, their hands brushing against each other in a gesture of companionship and trust. You feel that same sense of calm companionship, knowing that this luminous presence is here to guide, not to hurry, to accompany you softly as you continue your peaceful journey through the forest. The path beneath your feet is still damp from the earlier rain, and each footstep is cushioned by a layer of moss and fallen leaves. Tiny droplets hang from the edges of leaves overhead, releasing slow, deliberate taps onto the forest floor, creating a natural, meditative rhythm. As you follow the lantern's glow, you notice the way the light touches the edges of nearby ferns, making their tips gleam like little emeralds in the dim surroundings. Every small detail, the shimmer of water, the gentle sway of branches, the quiet reflection in a puddle, draws you further into a state of soft, attentive calm. The lantern seems to sway slightly with the wind, and as you approach, you notice how its gentle illumination reveals tiny wonders that were hidden in the twilight. A rabbit peeks shyly from behind a moss-covered stone, its eyes reflecting the golden light. A group of fireflies flits near the path, their own gentle glows mingling with the lantern's warmth. Even the smallest creatures seem to pause, as if in reverent acknowledgement of this comforting light, adding to the overall sense of serenity that envelopes you. You notice your own breath slowing, your muscles softening, your mind easing into the steady, gentle rhythm of the forest and the lantern's guidance. Hansel takes a step closer, reaching out slightly as if to touch the lantern's glow without disturbing it. Gretel follows, her hand brushing his as they share a quiet, unspoken reassurance. You, too, imagine yourself moving closer, letting the warmth of the lantern wash over you like a soft, protective embrace. The light is steady and calm, never harsh, never demanding. It simply offers presence, comfort, and a gentle invitation to pause and breathe. Every step toward it is unhurried, deliberate, and soothing, reminding you that there is no need to rush, there is only the quiet, gentle unfolding of the journey. As you draw nearer, the lantern reveals more of the surrounding forest. The trunks of the trees, previously shadowed and mysterious, now shimmer softly in the golden glow. The leaves above appear to sparkle faintly, each one catching a touch of light, creating a tapestry of tiny, radiant reflections. A small stream runs alongside the path, and its surface glimmers with fragments of the lantern's illumination, flowing calmly as it has for countless nights. You pause for a moment, noticing the serene interplay of light, water, and shadow, allowing it to settle deeply within your senses, grounding you in peaceful presence. The lantern's warmth seems to encourage a slower pace, inviting you to notice every small detail along the way. A moss-covered log, damp and fragrant, offers a perfect resting place for a tiny family of frogs. Their soft croaks blend harmoniously with the distant drip of water from the leaves. You notice how the lantern's light glances across their wet skin, revealing subtle patterns and colors that are easy to overlook in brighter light. Each creature, each drop, each shimmer of reflection feels like a whisper from the forest, saying, "Relax, breathe, be present, rest." Hansel and Gretel pause near a small clearing illuminated by the lantern. The light reveals a few delicate mushrooms nestled among the roots of an old tree, their caps glistening with droplets. Gretel leans close to examine them, her breath soft and calm, and Hansel watches with a gentle smile, enjoying her quiet fascination. You imagine yourself observing alongside them, noticing every tiny texture, every soft shadow, every flicker of reflection. Your mind slows, following the gentle flow of attention, and you feel a wave of calm settle over your entire body, as if the forest itself is breathing in harmony with you. The lantern seems to respond to your own calm presence, glowing just a little brighter as you move closer, yet never imposing. It simply exists as a quiet companion, a safe point of focus, and a steady reminder of the gentle rhythm that carries through this magical forest. The surrounding shadows stretch and soften, the damp earth exhales its subtle, comforting scent, and the air itself feels imbued with serenity. Each inhale draws you further into stillness, each exhale lets go of tension, until your body and mind are fully aligned with the gentle cadence of this evening walk. Hansel gently lifts the lantern from where it hangs, holding it between his hands. Its light spreads across the path ahead, revealing soft mosses, glimmering puddles, and tiny creatures moving slowly in the cool night air. Gretel stands beside him, her hand resting lightly on his shoulder, sharing in the calm, reflective journey. You follow them along the illuminated path, each step slow and deliberate, letting your senses absorb the warmth, the soft glow, and the quiet reassurance that comes from moving gently toward the light. The path eventually curves again, leading you to a small wooden bridge that arches over a stream. The lantern's reflection dances upon the rippling water, creating 1,000 tiny flickers of golden light that seem to rise and fall with the gentle current. You pause on the bridge, leaning lightly against the railing, and watch as the lantern's glow spreads across the surface of the water, merging with the natural shimmer of the stream. Each ripple, each flash of light, feels like a soft, calming heartbeat, echoing through the forest and through your own body, reminding you to slow, to breathe, and to be fully present. As Hansel and Gretel step across the bridge, you feel yourself moving with them, each footfall cushioned by the mossy, damp path. The lantern continues to swing gently, casting its glow across the surrounding trees, highlighting subtle patterns in the bark and faint textures in the leaves. A soft mist begins to rise from the ground, catching the light in delicate threads, weaving a tranquil veil that seems to wrap the forest, and you, into a cocoon of serenity. Every sense is soothed, the eyes by the gentle illumination, the ears by the muted sounds of water and rain-dripped leaves, the skin by the cool, soft air, and the mind by the quiet, unhurried pace of the journey. Finally, the lantern's light begins to settle, hanging in a small grove where Hansel and Gretel pause once more. They set it down carefully, letting it illuminate a circle of soft moss and tiny wildflowers. You imagine sitting beside them, letting the warmth of the glow and the calm of the forest fill every part of your being. The gentle hum of the forest, the flickering reflections in the puddles, the tiny movements of creatures, and the steady, comforting glow of the lantern combine into a lullaby for your senses, guiding your mind gently toward rest. And now, as you take a final, slow, full breath in, and exhale completely, allow the warmth, the glow, and the gentle companionship of this forest lantern to settle deeply within you. Let it carry you softly, effortlessly, into relaxation, calm, and serenity. The forest, Hansel, Gretel, the puddles, and the tiny creatures all remain here, quietly, gently, lovingly holding this space for your rest. Good night, and may the soft glow of this distant lantern guide you gently into your dreams, calm, safe, and at peace. Take a gentle breath in, and let it out slowly, feeling your body soften and your mind quiet as the day's tension drifts away. You find yourself walking alongside Hansel and Gretel once more, the forest around you deepening into the hush of evening, the trees leaning gently over the path as if to shelter you from the soft drizzle that falls from the sky. Each raindrop lands lightly upon leaves and branches, producing a delicate, rhythmic patter that seems to echo softly through the forest, like a lullaby woven from nature itself. The path beneath your feet is damp but welcoming, cushioned by layers of moss and fallen leaves. Tiny rivulets of water trace their own winding courses along the earth, reflecting glimmers of lantern light from moments earlier. As you take slow, mindful steps, the rhythmic squelch of wet soil and the soft splash of puddles become part of a quiet, comforting symphony. Your senses notice every gentle detail. The cool brush of rain against your skin, the earthy scent of water-soaked moss, the subtle shimmer of droplets clinging to delicate ferns. Hansel walks ahead, careful with each step, while Gretel moves beside him, her hand brushing lightly against his as they navigate the glistening path. The rain does not disturb or startle, it seems to lull the forest into a deeper calm, each drop a tiny percussion in a gentle, unhurried melody. You feel your own breath slowing, in harmony with the pace of their movements, allowing each inhalation to draw in the refreshing scent of the wet forest, and each exhalation to release any lingering tension from your body. Along the edges of the path, small flowers bend under the weight of raindrops, their petals glistening in subtle, jewel-like reflections. Tiny mushrooms peek out from the moss, their caps glistening softly as if polished by the rain itself. You notice a small frog, perched quietly at the edge of a puddle, watching you with calm, unhurried eyes. Even the tiniest creatures seem to acknowledge the soft rain, moving gently and slowly, each step in tune with the steady rhythm of the forest. The trees arch overhead, forming a natural canopy, their leaves interlacing to filter the rain into a delicate mist that drifts around you like a cool, comforting veil. Light from the distant lantern weaves through the branches, scattering soft patterns across the wet path, illuminating tiny details you may have missed in the dimness before. The path curves gently, leading you deeper into this peaceful world, each bend revealing new glimpses of shimmering moss, glistening bark, and quiet pools reflecting the soft glow of the lantern still swaying faintly in the distance. As you continue, the sound of the rain grows into a soothing symphony, mingling with the distant rustle of leaves and the subtle trickle of a hidden stream nearby. You find yourself becoming aware of the gentle interplay of water, light, and shadow, allowing it to calm your mind, as if each tiny sound carries away a small weight from your thoughts. Hansel and Gretel pause occasionally to admire a particularly radiant mushroom or a puddle reflecting the silver sky above, and you pause too, noticing the delicate harmony of each element, feeling yourself sinking more deeply into the serene rhythm of the rain-filled path. A gentle breeze stirs, causing droplets to shimmer as they hang from leaves and twigs. One or two fall onto your hands, cool and refreshing, yet comforting, grounding you in this quiet, meditative journey. The soft patter of rain on your hood or shoulders becomes a lullaby, slow and consistent, coaxing a sense of ease and security into every part of your body. You feel your muscles relax further with each step, your mind following the calm, unhurried pace of the path, and your heart attuning to the gentle pulse of the forest. The path narrows slightly as it curves toward a small hollow, and here, the rain gathers in larger puddles that ripple softly as tiny creatures move through them. You notice a pair of snails making their careful way across a wet leaf, their slow progress a reminder of the beauty of unhurried movement. Hansel kneels down for a moment, watching them with quiet curiosity, and Gretel smiles, softly whispering a few words of wonder that you can almost hear in your mind. You feel a sense of shared calm, of gentle companionship, enveloping you as you walk alongside them, observing the subtle miracles of this quiet, rain-filled forest. A soft mist begins to rise from the earth, blending with the falling rain to create a dreamlike haze that seems to blur the edges of the forest just enough to make everything feel tender and safe. The lantern's glow, now a soft, comforting beacon ahead, casts reflections in the puddles along the path, shimmering gently like tiny points of gold amid the silver gray of the rain-washed forest. You notice the way the mist curls around the trunks of the trees, revealing just enough to hint at hidden glades and quiet clearings beyond, inviting you to imagine the gentle secrets the forest keeps in its embrace. Hansel and Gretel slow their steps as the path widens, allowing you to notice the deeper sounds of the forest, the gentle hum of rain falling on a distant canopy, the subtle rustle of leaves as the breeze drifts through, and the soft splash of puddles under careful footsteps. You feel your own breathing slow to match the rhythm of the forest, each inhale bringing a sense of cool, calming freshness, and each exhale letting go of tension and weariness. The path, though filled with rain, seems to carry a quiet promise, that every step taken here is safe, guided, and peaceful. The deeper you go, the softer the forest becomes, as though each drop of rain washes away remnants of haste, leaving only serenity. You notice reflections in the larger puddles, the dark silhouettes of trees mirrored alongside the faint lantern light, creating a delicate dance of shadow and glow. Hansel pauses to glance down at one particularly still pool, seeing a perfect, inverted world within its gentle surface. Gretel kneels beside him, smiling softly at the mirrored reflections, and you too find a sense of wonder in these quiet, rain-filled moments, each one whispering ease and contentment into your heart. As the path begins to slope gently downward, the rain slows to a delicate drizzle, as if the forest itself is guiding you toward a calm, welcoming place. Tiny streams along the edges glimmer faintly, reflecting the soft lantern glow as it sways and flickers in the distance. The sound of water, now more subdued, becomes a soft, hypnotic melody that lulls your thoughts into a peaceful stillness. Every sensation, the cool mist, the gentle squish of wet earth beneath your feet, the shimmer of light across puddles, and the slow, comforting rhythm of the rain, invites you to sink deeper into relaxation and gentle awareness. Finally, the path opens into a quiet clearing, where the raindrops fall more softly, tapping gently on a canopy of leaves above. Hansel and Gretel pause in the center, looking around with quiet smiles, sensing the peace that radiates from this tranquil spot. You pause too, taking a slow, deep breath in, allowing the calm and serenity of the rain-filled path to settle fully within you. The lantern's glow, the soft mist, the gentle forest sounds, all of it combines into a cocoon of warmth and safety, guiding you softly toward rest. And now, as you take one final, deep, deliberate breath, exhaling slowly, allow yourself to feel completely embraced by this gentle forest, this calm rain, and the steady, comforting presence of Hansel and Gretel by your side. Every sound, every shimmer of light, every drop of rain carries you further into ease, into tranquility, into rest. The rain-filled path remains here, patiently, quietly, lovingly, as you drift gently toward sleep. Good night, and may the soothing rhythm of this rain-filled forest carry you effortlessly into dreams, calm, safe, and entirely at peace. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel the gentle release of the day's thoughts, letting them drift quietly away like leaves floating along a calm stream. You continue your journey with Hansel and Gretel, your steps guided by the soft, rhythmic patter of rain still lingering on the forest canopy. The path has opened gently now, revealing a quiet clearing, bathed in muted light and soft shadows. The air feels lighter here, and a subtle fragrance of wildflowers and wet moss drifts through the mist, inviting you to pause and notice the peaceful harmony of this secret place. The clearing stretches before you like a hidden gem, tucked away beneath the protective arms of the surrounding trees. Sunlight, though softened by clouds and gentle rain, glimmers faintly through the leaves, scattering golden patches across the forest floor. Tiny droplets cling to ferns and moss-covered stones, sparkling like delicate gems in the muted light. The hush of the forest is profound here, broken only by the distant trickle of a stream and the soft, almost imperceptible rustle of creatures moving quietly in the underbrush. Each sound feels soothing, like a whispered lullaby encouraging your mind to soften and your heart to relax. Hansel and Gretel step lightly into the clearing, their eyes widening with quiet wonder at the serene beauty surrounding them. The ground is carpeted with velvety moss, cushioned and cool beneath their feet, and delicate wildflowers sway gently in the breeze, their petals still sparkling with raindrops. You notice a small butterfly fluttering lazily from one blossom to another, moving in a slow, unhurried dance that seems to mirror the calm rhythm of your own breath. Each inhalation draws in the forest's soft scents, each exhalation releases tension, allowing you to sink deeper into relaxation. At the far edge of the clearing, a faint glow catches your eye. A soft, golden light shimmers between the trees, and as you move closer, the source of this gentle luminescence becomes clear, a small cottage, unlike any you have ever seen. Its walls are lined with delicately crafted candy bricks, sugar-coated shingles glistening like tiny crystals, and its windows glow warmly, offering a welcoming, comforting light that seems to embrace the entire clearing. The air carries a faint, sweet scent, a delicate blend of honey and vanilla, mingling with the earthy aroma of the rain-soaked forest. Hansel and Gretel exchange quiet, excited glances, their footsteps slowing as they approach the cottage. You feel a sense of calm curiosity, as though the cottage itself is aware of your presence, waiting patiently, inviting you to explore without urgency. The door is slightly ajar, swinging softly in the gentle breeze, and you notice the faint sound of music drifting from inside, a soft, melodic tune, slow and soothing, carrying the warmth and stillness of this secret place. The clearing itself seems to hold its breath, wrapping you all in a tender embrace, encouraging each step to be deliberate, slow, and mindful. As you step closer, the details of the cottage become more enchanting. Candy cane posts frame the doorway, twisted delicately and glistening in muted shades of red and white. Gumdrops line the edges of the windowsills, their soft colors catching the light in gentle sparkles. The roof is a patchwork of sugar tiles, each one shaped with care, and the eaves drip faintly with lingering raindrops, creating a soft, hypnotic rhythm as they fall to the ground. The scene is magical, yet soothing, never overwhelming, an invitation to rest, to notice, and to breathe slowly in wonder. Hansel reaches out and gently touches the doorframe, brushing his fingers over the candy-coated surface. Gretel peers inside, her eyes widening as the warm glow illuminates a cozy interior. Soft rugs cover the floor, inviting barefoot footsteps, and gentle pillows and blankets are neatly arranged along the walls. A fire flickers quietly in a small hearth, casting golden shadows that sway gently with the flames, and the soft melody continues, each note wrapping around you like a tender embrace. You feel the urge to sink into one of the pillows, to close your eyes and simply be carried by the calm, dreamlike atmosphere. Stepping inside, the sweet warmth of the cottage envelopes you. Every detail seems designed for comfort, the smooth wooden beams above, polished and warm, the faint scent of baked treats lingering in the air, and the gentle light diffused by colorful glass panes, casting a soft rainbow of muted hues across the walls. Tiny figures carved from sugar seem to watch over the room with quiet attentiveness, as though guardians of rest and gentle dreams. The music swells just slightly, then recedes, a slow wave of sound that encourages your breath to follow its rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hansel and Gretel move slowly through the room, exploring without urgency. They notice a small table laid with delicate cups of warm tea, a tray of soft pastries, and a vase filled with freshly picked forest blooms. Everything is arranged with care, yet in a manner that feels natural, inviting, and effortlessly soothing. You observe them pausing to take in each detail, their movements calm and unhurried, and feel yourself sinking further into the meditative rhythm of this enchanted cottage. The warmth, the sweet aromas, the soft light, and the gentle music create a cocoon of serenity, a space where you can simply exist in quiet awareness. Outside the window, the rain continues its gentle fall, tapping against the glass with a soft, comforting rhythm. The clearing beyond is quiet and still, each drop of water reflecting the soft glow from the cottage's lanterns. The forest seems to exhale here, a collective sigh of contentment and ease, carrying the sense of security, wonder, and calm deeper into your body with every breath. Even the smallest sounds, the drip of water from the eaves, the faint shuffle of forest creatures beyond the clearing, contribute to the sense of harmony and gentle meditation that permeates the space. Hansel settles near the fire, pulling a soft blanket around his shoulders, and Gretel sits beside him, leaning back against the pillows, their faces bathed in the gentle, warm light. You feel the soothing energy of their presence, the quiet companionship of shared wonder, and the gentle rhythm of the forest mingling with the cottage's calm. The sweet scent of the air, the soft warmth beneath your fingertips, and the gentle music flowing around you all become part of a lullaby, guiding you towards stillness, comfort, and a deep sense of safety. A small breeze drifts through the slightly open window, carrying the soft scent of wet leaves, fresh rain, and distant flowers. It brushes lightly against your skin, cool yet comforting, reminding you of the larger world beyond this safe haven. Each inhalation draws in the forest's subtle fragrances, each exhalation releases tension and invites serenity. The cottage, the clearing, the rain, and the surrounding forest all work together, creating a cocoon of calm that encourages your body to settle, your mind to slow, and your heart to feel the quiet rhythm of ease. Time seems to stretch here, unhurried and gentle, as if the hidden clearing itself wishes to hold you in its soft embrace for a while longer. Hansel and Gretel drift into quiet conversation, their whispers soft and soothing, their laughter a tender murmur that blends seamlessly with the rhythm of the rain outside. You notice how every detail, each shadow, each glimmer of light, each sound, intertwines to form a perfect environment for rest, inviting you to surrender fully to the gentle cadence of this enchanted moment. And now, as you take one last slow breath, you feel the hidden clearing, the candy cottage, and the rain-filled forest merging into a comforting, protective space around you. Your body grows heavier, supported by unseen hands of tranquility, while your mind floats lightly in the warmth, sweetness, and peace surrounding you. Every detail, soft shadows, gentle music, the aroma of treats, the shimmering light, guides you into a state of complete relaxation, preparing your heart and mind for rest. You watch Hansel and Gretel, serene and calm, as they settle down near the fire, the golden glow of the cottage wrapping them in gentle safety. The forest outside continues its quiet song, the rain tapping softly against leaves, the mist curling gently through the trees. Every breath you take draws you further into calm, every exhalation releases tension, and you find yourself perfectly synchronized with the rhythm of this peaceful sanctuary. Finally, the cottage seems to whisper a gentle goodnight. The shadows lengthen, the music softens into a slow, fading melody, and the warm light glows steadily like a heart beating slowly and gently. Hansel and Gretel's eyelids droop with contentment, and you feel your own body inviting sleep, your mind lulled by the serene magic of the hidden clearing in Candy Cottage. Good night, and may the soft warmth, gentle light, and quiet magic of this enchanted forest guide you effortlessly into dreams, calm, safe, and entirely at peace. Take a slow, gentle breath in, and as you exhale, feel the calm of the clearing around you settling softly into your body. The rain has slowed to a quiet drizzle, each drop pattering against the leaves with a soothing rhythm, like a delicate lullaby meant just for you. You follow Hansel and Gretel through the candy-coated cottage, moving slowly, as though every step is cushioned by the warm air that shimmers gently with sweetness and safety. The clearing and cottage seem to hum softly, a quiet harmony that encourages your heart to relax, your mind to soften, and your thoughts to drift like wisps of clouds across a calm sky. As you move further into the cottage, the sweet aromas grow stronger, yet never overwhelming: warm vanilla, soft honey, a hint of cinnamon, and the subtle scent of freshly baked bread. Each fragrance curls around you, weaving a calm comfort that encourages you to notice the smaller details, to slow your breath, and to feel at ease. The light from the candy windows glimmers across polished surfaces, reflecting gentle glows on the sugar-coated walls. You notice the way every shadow seems to melt softly, blending with the light to create a space that feels like a warm embrace, welcoming and unhurried. Hansel and Gretel pause by a small table where cups of steaming tea wait, their gentle vapors rising slowly into the air, carrying the soft fragrance of chamomile and honey. The children sip quietly, their movements calm and mindful, and you feel the same gentle rhythm settling into your own body. Inhale, exhale, inhaling calm, exhaling tension. Around them, the cottage seems alive with quiet energy, each corner softly illuminated, each surface infused with a tender magic that soothes the mind and relaxes the spirit. From somewhere near the hearth, a gentle voice begins to speak. It is soft, slow, and melodic, like a song that drifts without urgency, perfectly attuned to the rhythm of the forest and the clearing outside. It is the witch's voice, yet not frightening or harsh, only calm, comforting, and enveloping. She speaks in measured, flowing words, welcoming Hansel and Gretel, and inviting you as well, into a space where curiosity is safe, where wonder is gentle, and where rest is already beginning to settle over you like a warm blanket. Her words carry the sweetness of honey and the warmth of a flickering fire. She tells of the forest around, of the rain that has nourished every leaf and flower, of the paths that wind gently through the moss-covered trees. Each sentence is measured and fluid, flowing into the next, creating a rhythm that matches the slow, steady beat of your own heart. You feel every word brushing softly against your mind, not to command attention, but to lull, to guide, and to invite complete ease. The children follow her voice to a shelf lined with delicate jars, each containing herbs, spices, and gentle potions. The labels are written in careful, curling letters, and even though you cannot read them all, the scent wafting from each jar tells a story of calm: lavender for rest, rose petals for gentle dreams, chamomile for quiet moments, and a touch of mint for clarity and softness. Every aroma blends harmoniously with the sweetness of the cottage, each inhalation deepening the sense of safety and stillness that surrounds you. Hansel reaches for a small jar, turning it slowly in his hands. Gretel watches, her expression calm, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the hearthlight. The witch's voice continues, flowing gently like a river, guiding them, and you, toward noticing the small wonders that often go unseen. A droplet of rain glistening on a leaf outside the window, the subtle shimmer of sugar on a candy-coated bean, the faint hum of the fire, all become parts of a lullaby, each detail a gentle invitation to sink deeper into presence and relaxation. You notice how every sound is soft and unhurried, the faint tapping of remaining raindrops, the slow crackle of the fire, the delicate swish of Hansel and Gretel's movements. These soft rhythms merge seamlessly with the witch's melodic voice, creating a cocoon of calm that encourages your breath to grow long and slow, your body to release tension, and your mind to drift gently toward stillness. Each inhalation brings the scents and warmth into your awareness, and each exhalation carries away worry, hurry, and restlessness. The witch gestures toward a small window, where the clearing glimmers under the misty drizzle outside. "See how the forest rests," she says softly, "how every leaf, every petal, and every drop of rain takes its time, moving with quiet patience. There is a place for everything, and now is a time for stillness." Her voice wraps around you, like a gentle shawl, warm and comforting, guiding your senses toward the tender, calm rhythm of this hidden place. As Hansel and Gretel explore the cottage, they notice a small, inviting corner filled with plush cushions and soft blankets. They settle here quietly, the witch's gentle voice guiding them as they curl up, their eyes drooping with the calm that permeates every corner of the cottage. You feel yourself drawn into the same rhythm, your body sinking into softness, your thoughts slowing into gentle waves, your heart beating steadily in tune with the quiet magic surrounding you. Outside the window, the rain continues its gentle song, each drop a note in a lullaby. Tiny rivulets run along leaves and branches, the water glinting in the soft light, moving slowly and peacefully. The forest itself seems to breathe, a quiet, measured expansion and contraction that mirrors your own breath. You feel the rhythm of nature align with your own, the witch's voice serving as a gentle guide, weaving together the scents, sounds, and sights into a calm, immersive lullaby for your senses. Hansel leans against a soft pillow, closing his eyes as Gretel rests her head gently against a cushion. The witch's voice continues, describing soft adventures, the gentle turning of leaves in the breeze, and the playful trickle of water in hidden streams. You feel every word brushing softly against your mind, encouraging relaxation and quiet reflection. Each syllable is like a soft petal, landing lightly, carrying calm and serenity. The warmth of the fire, the subtle sense of the herbs, the candy-coated charm of the cottage, all converge into a singular sensation of deep, peaceful rest. The children yawn quietly, their lids heavy with the calm that has settled over the clearing, the cottage, and the forest beyond. You, too, feel the pull of this gentle rhythm, the desire to close your eyes, to allow the witch's words and the soft lullaby of the rain to carry you further into stillness. Every corner of the room, every flicker of light, every whisper of the wind seems to encourage your body to sink deeper, your thoughts to soften, and your spirit to embrace the calm that surrounds you. The witch's voice lowers almost imperceptibly, each word slower and softer, like a tide retreating gently from the shore. She speaks of rest, of calm, of the beauty of letting go. Hansel and Gretel's breaths grow long and steady, synchronized with the gentle patter of the rain outside. You feel yourself becoming part of the rhythm, your body relaxing, your mind drifting, and your heart learning to rest in the safe warmth of the cottage, the forest, and the gentle magic of this hidden place. Finally, the witch whispers a soft good night, and the music in the cottage fades into the background like a distant, comforting hum. Hansel and Gretel lie down, their forms relaxed and at peace, as the gentle aromas, warm light, and soft rain lull them deeper into rest. You, too, are invited to settle fully, your body cradled by the calm, your mind wrapped in serenity, and your thoughts floating slowly into gentle dreams. Take one last deep, soothing breath in, and exhale completely, letting go of any remaining tension or worry. Feel the warm, sweet air of the cottage, the gentle presence of the forest, and the soft whisper of the witch's voice enveloping you in comfort and ease. Good night, and may the serene warmth, gentle scents, and quiet magic of this place carry you peacefully into dreams, calm, safe, and entirely at rest. Take a slow, gentle breath in, and let it out softly, feeling the calm from the cottage wrap around you like a warm, comforting blanket. The rain has softened outside, its rhythmic tapping against the candy-coated walls creating a lullaby that hums quietly through the air. You find yourself sinking deeper into the stillness, letting the soft glow of lanterns and the warm light of the hearth settle every muscle, slow every thought, and cradle your mind in gentle serenity. Hansel and Gretel, now fully enveloped by the calm of the cottage, begin to prepare for slumber. They move slowly, deliberately, their small actions imbued with a peaceful rhythm that invites you to mirror their ease. Each step they take across the wooden floor is soft, each breath deep and even, as if the very air around them has learned to move in harmony with the rhythm of rest. The cottage itself seems to exhale with each movement, settling further into the quiet embrace of night. The soft scent of herbs and baked treats lingers in the air, mingling with the faint, earthy aroma of the rain-drenched forest just beyond the windows. Lavender and chamomile rise gently from small jars on the shelves, curling into the air in slow, tender spirals, carrying with them a calmness that wraps around your senses. Each inhalation draws in comfort, each exhalation releases the weight of the day, until the entire room seems to vibrate with a gentle, soothing energy that encourages surrender and rest. Hansel places a small pillow onto a cozy cushion, smoothing the fabric with tender care, while Gretel adjusts a soft blanket, tucking it around them with mindful gentleness. They pause for a moment, glancing at each other with quiet smiles, their eyes heavy with the calm that has settled over the cottage. You feel the same softness spreading through your body, the same gentle pull toward ease, as though every fiber of your being is being guided to release tension and sink into the rhythm of the night. The witch's voice, calm and melodic, drifts softly from the corner of the room. Not hurried or commanding, it simply flows around the space like warm water, moving slowly, enveloping every corner in gentle sound. She speaks of rest, of the forest's slow breathing, of the soft sway of the trees outside, and the whisper of the rain against the window panes. Each word is a soft, caressing brush against your mind, inviting it to soften, to let go, and to follow the natural rhythm of deepening calm. Outside, the rain continues its quiet murmur, each drop a tiny note in the lullaby that fills the air. Tiny puddles shimmer faintly in the soft lantern light, reflecting the glow like miniature pools of serenity. The trees sway gently, their leaves glistening, moving in slow, unhurried waves. You notice the subtle harmony in the world around you, the soft hum of the cottage, the gentle movements of Hansel and Gretel, and the rhythmic patter of rain, each element combining into a symphony of tranquility that guides you deeper into stillness. Hansel and Gretel settle onto their soft blankets and cushions, curling up slowly, comfortably, each movement deliberate and relaxed. The witch continues her gentle words, describing the quiet beauty of the clearing outside, the tender movement of the forest creatures as they settle in for the night, and the magical calm that blankets the world in gentle embrace. Each syllable is soft and soothing, perfectly attuned to the rhythm of your breath, your heartbeat, and the slow pulse of rest that has begun to fill the room. The fire in the hearth flickers gently, casting dancing shadows that blend seamlessly with the soft light of the lanterns. The shadows themselves seem to sway slowly, moving in time with the rain outside, the subtle sounds of the forest, and the gentle cadence of the witch's voice. Every element combines to create a cocoon of safety and calm, a space where your mind can rest without effort, and your body can release all tension, weight, and worry. As the children's eyelids grow heavier, the witch's voice slows further, becoming a soft murmur that blends perfectly with the subtle rhythm of the rain. She speaks of dreams filled with gentle wonders, quiet adventures through the forest, and the soft embrace of starlight spilling across leaves and puddles. Each sentence is a gentle invitation to drift further into stillness, to allow the world outside and inside the cottage to guide you into a space of complete comfort and relaxation. Hansel's breathing becomes steady and even, and Gretel's soft sighs of contentment mirror the calm that has settled around them. You feel your own body responding to this quiet rhythm, every exhale releasing tension, every inhale drawing in warmth, safety, and calm. The cottage, the clearing, and the gentle rain all seem to wrap around you, creating a gentle, protective embrace that allows your mind to drift, your thoughts to soften, and your spirit to rest. The lantern light flickers one last time, casting a gentle glow over Hansel and Gretel as they lie peacefully, their small forms completely relaxed. The witch's soft words fade slowly, leaving only the gentle murmur of rain, the distant rustle of leaves, and the quiet heartbeat of the forest. You feel yourself sinking fully into the comfort of the cottage, your body heavy yet at ease, your mind drifting like a feather on a soft breeze, and your heart wrapped in calm serenity. Take a slow, deep breath in, and exhale completely, letting go of any remaining tension, any lingering thoughts, any quiet worries. Feel the warmth of the cottage, the soft presence of the forest outside, and the lingering magic of this gentle, hidden place, all enveloping you in comfort. Hansel and Gretel sleep peacefully, the rain hums softly, and you, too, are invited to drift fully into the quiet, calming rhythm of rest. As your body relaxes, your thoughts soften, and your mind drifts, imagine the soft, steady rise and fall of your breath syncing with the gentle sway of the trees outside. Each inhalation brings in calm and warmth, each exhalation releases heaviness and worry. The room is silent except for the soft, comforting whisper of the rain, the subtle flicker of the fire, and the gentle magic of the cottage's calm, carrying you deeper and deeper into rest. And now, as Hansel and Gretel dream peacefully under the soft blankets, and the cottage settles fully into the quiet of the night, you, too, find your own calm, drifting effortlessly, your heart at ease, and your body fully supported. Good night, and may your sleep be as gentle, sweet, and serene as the cottage, the forest, and the rain that sings softly to the world around you. Take a slow, deep breath in, and let it out gently, allowing the calm to settle over your shoulders, your chest, and the tips of your fingers. Feel the day's worries slipping away with each exhale, leaving only a soft, quiet space within you, a space ready to receive rest. Tonight, the forest is wrapped in a tender, rainy embrace, and you, like Hansel and Gretel, are invited to drift beneath its gentle rhythm, surrendering fully to the hush of the evening. Outside the candy-colored cottage, the rain falls softly, each droplet a tiny, soothing note in the lullaby of night. The sky above is a muted gray, streaked with silver and soft clouds that seem to float lazily, drifting slowly across the canopy of the forest. Puddles shimmer faintly on the forest floor, reflecting lantern light from the distant cottage and the occasional glimmer of moonlight peeking through the rain-veiled sky. Each ripple in the water carries the subtle vibration of calm, like a gentle whisper that lulls the world into quiet. Hansel and Gretel lie nestled in their blankets, their breathing slow and even, perfectly in tune with the rhythmic patter of the rain. You can imagine them here, their eyes fluttering shut, each heartbeat syncing with the soft, unhurried pulse of the forest around them. Outside, leaves shimmer with droplets, and the gentle sway of branches creates a subtle, rocking motion that mirrors the slow rise and fall of your own chest. You feel this rhythm, soft and steady, easing every part of you into relaxation. The witch's gentle presence lingers nearby, her voice now a soft murmur that weaves between the falling rain and the warm glow of the cottage. She speaks quietly of the magic that fills the world when night and rain come together, the subtle harmony of the forest settling into sleep, the tiny creatures curling into soft nooks beneath leaves, and the whisper of dreams drifting across the sky like gentle clouds. Each word flows slowly, like a warm current, brushing against your mind and encouraging it to soften, to release, to let go. The forest seems alive with quiet wonders. Tiny creatures tiptoe along mossy paths, their movements careful and measured, leaving behind traces that glisten faintly under the diffuse light. Frogs rest on lily pads, small insects hum with gentle vibrations, and even the trees seem to sigh as their leaves collect rain, each drop adding to the tranquil symphony that surrounds you. Every sound, every gentle movement, invites your senses to relax, to follow the natural cadence of this rainy night, to match the soft, calm pulse of slumber. Hansel turns slightly, adjusting the blanket around him, and Gretel exhales slowly, her small sigh a melody of contentment. The fire in the hearth flickers softly, though the rain's delicate patter outside is the true rhythm of the evening. Lanterns glow faintly in the corners, casting tender shadows that sway like slow dancers, moving with the gentle breeze that drifts through the slightly open windows. You notice the dance of light and shadow, soft and hypnotic, guiding your gaze and your mind to slow, to drift, and to feel weightless in the comfort of the cottage. As you sink further into this calm, the witch begins to speak of dreams beneath the rainy sky. She describes clouds that float lazily, their silver edges catching the moonlight, drifting effortlessly across the night. Tiny rivers of water wind through the forest, reflecting starlight and carrying the gentle song of the rain further into the woods. Each word she utters is a brush of serenity, each phrase a gentle invitation to let your thoughts dissolve into soft imagery, to drift along the quiet currents of imagination, and to sink deeper into the embrace of sleep. You can imagine floating gently above the forest floor, your body light, your mind soft, as the rain carries you along invisible paths. Every droplet on the leaves sings a soft note, every puddle reflects a tiny world of stillness, every gentle rustle of the trees invites you to let go further, to release the day entirely, and to move gradually into the world of dreams. The forest, the rain, and the night all work together to create a cocoon of peace, a sanctuary that holds you safely in its quiet rhythm. Hansel and Gretel's breaths are even slower now, the rise and fall of their chests perfectly attuned to the soft music of the rain. You feel yourself mirroring them, your muscles relaxing one by one, your mind quieting further, your heartbeat softening into the calm, rhythmic pulse of the world outside. There is no urgency here, no expectation, only gentle, effortless drifting, only the sensation of floating within the quiet, nurturing embrace of night. Outside, the forest seems to whisper secrets meant only for those willing to listen. The soft hiss of rain against leaves forms words of comfort and stillness, the distant rustle of a fox moving through undergrowth hums like a lullaby, and even the gentle sway of branches carries a reassuring cadence. Each sound invites your attention to soften, to follow the rhythm without thought, to become one with the slow, calm flow of nature as it tucks itself beneath the rainy sky. Inside the cottage, the soft crackle of the dying fire harmonizes with the rhythm of rain, creating a symphony of subtle warmth and serene sound. You can imagine the children's tiny hands tucked beneath their chins, their faces relaxed, their eyelids heavy, each exhale releasing remnants of the day's concerns. The gentle presence of the witch, the soft murmur of her voice fading into the background, and the stillness of the cottage guide your own senses to mirror this ease, drawing you deeper into a restful state. Your mind begins to wander lightly, drifting over the forest canopy, across glistening leaves, past puddles reflecting the silvered clouds, and into the vast, quiet sky above. Each cloud floats slowly, gracefully, each raindrop joining the soft melody of the night, each moment encouraging you to release tension, to dissolve thought, to surrender fully to the quiet world around you. The very air feels heavy with comfort and calm, and your body responds, growing soft, relaxed, and weightless, as though carried on the gentle current of the forest's lullaby. The witch's final words of the evening linger, echoing softly through the cottage, reminders of safety, calm, and the beauty of surrendering to rest. Her voice, now barely above a whisper, blends seamlessly with the rhythmic rainfall, the subtle flicker of the firelight, and the quiet breathing of Hansel and Gretel. You, too, are drawn into this gentle harmony, your mind floating, your thoughts dissolving, your body and spirit cradled in peaceful rhythm. And now, as the night deepens and the rain continues its steady, tender song, imagine yourself lying beneath the wide, gray sky, dreaming gently beneath the silvered clouds. Each droplet that falls carries a soft note of calm, each sigh of wind through the trees is a whisper of serenity, and the entire forest seems to hum a quiet lullaby just for you. You are weightless, secure, and held completely in the warm embrace of nature, of night, and of the gentle, rainy world around you. Take one last, slow, deep breath in, and exhale completely, letting the day's remnants drift away, leaving only serenity, safety, and soft, dreamlike calm. Feel the rhythm of your breathing merge with the rain's gentle cadence, feel your mind floating in stillness, and feel your body melting fully into comfort. Hansel and Gretel sleep peacefully beneath the same sky, the cottage rests quietly, and the forest whispers lullabies beneath the tender patter of rain. Good night, drift now beneath the rainy sky, fully, completely, and with the softest serenity surrounding you, carrying you into the most gentle, restful dreams.